Hi, everyone. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. This is A Life Well Spent. My name is Kelly, and on this channel, I'm documenting my financial journey. So I do things with like budgets. I'm going to hopefully soon get into some investing stuff. I do currently invest, but I don't really talk about it very much on my channel. So I'm hoping to transition and do some more of that. I do like monthly budgets where I show you like real numbers, what my actual budget is, or at least my plan. And then I'll do a closeout of the budget at the end of the month, show you what my actual spending was for the month and, how I did on different money goals and things like that. Another type of video I do, which is what this video is a weekly transaction video. It is February. It's not February. It is March. It's March 15th. It is the Ides of March. Friday, March 15th. And so basically this is going to cover from the 8th to the 14th. So I already did one for the first week of the month, and I honestly don't have that many transactions at all, but we'll get right into it. Okay, so when I look at my transactions here, I got paid on the 8th, $1,846.56 went into my checking account. I gave $20 to a friend. We had a colleague at work who lost a family member, so we all kind of pitched in. So my friend is the one who went out to get just kind of like a care basket of some things. It had some like gift cards. It just kind of had some pampering sort of stuff. So we all put money towards that. So I sent it to her. That's what that $20 is. I put $258.78 over to my gift fund, which I showed that on my Transfer Tuesday video from earlier in this week. I also sent flowers. That was $58.28. I sent flowers to that person who lost a family member. Mostly because I never used to really be a flower sender. Like, I don't know. I just kind of felt like you get flowers and then they die. And like, it's whatever, like, kind of a waste for someone to like have to put up with flowers for a couple of weeks and then throw them out and all of that, whatever. And then I really hate the fact that like it took experiencing it for me to be like, oh yeah, people should do that. I never really understood, I guess, why until I was in a position where, I was receiving them. My father died, and, every time someone like gave me a card or sent me flowers, um, it just like, I don't know how to explain it. But like you feel like held by your people, right? And supported by the people in your life. And I don't know if it's just because you are so emotionally frayed in the first place because of the loss. Um, but it's just so comforting. And it's just so like it's like a temporary relief of some kind, but it just provides such comfort to know that someone thought about you and cared about you enough to send you flowers. Um, It's a weird thing, like, and I'm not a flower, like, I'm not a person, like, if a date comes to pick me up and gives me flowers, I'm like, "Oh, nice flowers," like, I don't care, it's a nice gesture, but I'm not like, "Oh, I love flowers, please give me all the flowers." Um, but yeah, it just, like, it means so much and more than I ever thought that it possibly could, so from that point on in my life, I was like, "No, people get flowers for me when they lose someone close to them. It's flower time." Because even, like, as long as they last, every time you look at them, you think, "Wow, like, someone sent me those," and it just provides a small measure of comfort, and I can't believe that it does truly, um, but it really does. So, that's what it is for me from now on, man. Flowers, everybody gets flowers. And the last expenditure I had for the week $143.48. So when I talk about like how I put a lot of money a month aside for subscription, some of it is for things like this. So this is my VPN that I use, and I do like a NordPass system which kind of manages all my passwords for me. So it ultimately, I mean, it's two products and that's the cost for the year. Um and it was up for renewal. So that is all the money I've spent this week, which I kind of find to be bonkers. We didn't go to trivia, so usually there's money spent at trivia on Thursdays. Um, but we did not go this week. And I just didn't really um have much of anything that I needed. Oh my goodness. That's not true. I did spend something. Hang on. I totally forgot because you know what? I checked the wrong place. So, I did go to Sam's. As I was talking, I thought that was really strange that I didn't get groceries. But I did get groceries. Hang on. Glad they emailed the thing to me. I went on the 9th, but I said earlier in a video that I'm like inundated with a bunch of gift cards that I've got to be able to spend. And I'm honestly not sure why I have some of the gift cards I know are from returns. Others I don't know. But I had a gift card and I couldn't even really tell how much was on it from Sam's Club, and I paid with that, and I usually pay, um, with my Discover card, so it was actually, uh, $18.24. Wait, I did that wrong. $18.24. So, let me just fix that right quick. I just do these so I can help categorize them later in, like, a yearly overall spending kind of thing. I honestly don't even remember how I got this gift card. I think I returned something, and I don't really even know how much is on it. And it very weirdly, like, a lot of times apps like my Dunkin' Donuts app will let me like load the $5 card on, and then I know how much is on there. But like this wouldn't actually let me like load it onto the app. I had to pay, and it even told me like, hang on to this till your next thing. There's still money on there, and I'm like, I don't want to hang on to the stupid card. I want to load it onto my phone and then not worry about it. So I will assume. Like I said, I don't actually know how much was on that thing. So maybe like $50 was on it. And maybe it was just 25, which case we'll see. Like I will the next time I buy groceries, I go every week to get salads from there. Um so the next time I go, we'll see what's left on it. But yeah, I forgot because I normally when I double check my transactions, I go to like either, I go to my bank account and I go to my credit card to see the transactions, and I copied them over. I totally forgot about the Sam's Club one. So, okay, that's it. So, do you guys track your transactions weekly, or do you do it monthly? Do you not do it at all? I found that if I don't do it weekly, I've said this in videos before, but if you're new here, you don't know this. I found that when I don't do it weekly, I end up way overspending. I didn't when I initially started budgeting because a lot of the stuff that I would have a tendency to overspend on, I use cash for. So it's very, very easy to keep track of how much money you're spending, right? Once COVID hit, stopped using cash. And then it became really easy to just overspend and not realize it till I got to the end of the month and I went to close out my budget and I'd be like, oh my God, I was like $200 over my grocery budget. What was I doing? Right. Um, so then I started doing weekly transactions, and back on track for sure. Things got a little chaotic in my life and I stopped. Like I always did a budget, but I didn't necessarily even do a closeout for the budget. And I certainly didn't do weekly transactions. And I was like, ugh, I'm just wasting money on things. It also helps me not spend money. Like it helps me not spend money in the sense that like I look at I'll look at like my grocery budget or something and say like, oh man, I'm really getting to the end of tight, like getting kind of tight to the end of that. So like maybe some of those things I was thinking about buying and eating, like, yeah, maybe I'll wait till next week and I'll try to spend more or I'll really focus on trying to eat the food that I have in my house so I don't have to buy that much. That sort of a thing. Um, yeah, so it definitely helps me do that, but just in general, I think feeling like I think there's probably a subconscious level of I don't wanna necessarily buy this thing because I'm gonna have to go on a video and talk about it and explain it, which I don't know, maybe that's healthy, maybe that's not. Ultimately, it puts me in a position where I can move money where I would like to move it, and, get money and going in the right direction for me, but we'll see. Who knows? Anyway, like I said, comment down below, let me know. Are you a weekly transaction person? Do you just kind of do it every Saturday? And if it's 3 days, then 3 days it is, like in the beginning of the month or the end of the month. Um, you know, how do you do it? Do you keep track of things on a spreadsheet? Do you do it by hand? If y'all do it by hand, y'all who do it by hand, like I know plenty of people do, but y'all are heroes. Like I could not be bothered. This thing, I love to be able to put it in here and then it totals up for me over here and I can see exactly where I'm sitting. I thought I'd have a gas purchase, but I don't. I did not spend any gas or didn't buy any gas yet. I just really haven't needed to and I haven't gone anywhere. I'm getting now down to the point where I'm around like a quarter of a tank of gas, so probably when I go out this weekend to get groceries and stuff, I'll probably fill up just to fill up, but that's where I'm at. Good times. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Talk to you later.